What's good? BALLCONTROL. Welcome to your family, man. We back. First ever stream, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to all my, people out there that rock with me. And, I got my two closest friends, guests, onto the show. Obviously, I want you guys to come on more frequently, but shout out to y'all, man. But hey, introduce yourselves, man.
Colin first, go ahead.
All right, what's up, y'all? I'm Colin, and yeah, that's all I got.
Come on,
Uh,
color.
That's all I got, man.
my my name is Javon Story. It's right there. If y'all want to find me on YouTube, I'm on YouTube as well.
Yes, sir. Hey, listen, man. Hey, pre-game show before the finals, game two. And I want to get y'all thoughts on it, man, before the game start, man. What y'all think, like, it's going to happen game two for the game? Any predictions? Anything you think Golden State got to do to bounce back in this series?
Hmm.
Yes, sir.
Uh,
Celtics all the way.
Mm,
well, we know you a Celtics fanboy, so let's. I want to be toxic on this channel. All right, I want to be toxic. So let's
Go
go
ahead, be
Warriors.
toxic,
Let's
man.
go Warriors. Let's go Warriors. No, I'm just playing. I really want the Celtics to win. I ain't gonna lie. But for the Warriors, I feel like they was winning. Don't forget they was winning that game, but they lost in the
Mhm.
last. They lost it in the last few minutes of the game. But I feel like I ain't really watched game one, but I feel like what the Warriors gotta do is keep doing what they're doing. But when it comes to closing out the game, just make sure you lock up on the defensive end. And if they can't get shots falling, just keep the ball moving. And there's no point in rushing the game, and that's my piece right there.
That's facts. Colin?
um, so man, Warriors, bro. I just the Warriors are just yikes, man. I don't even for y'all. Y'all just have to continue doing what y'all did. Really, y'all started D'ing up, started hitting shots. Role players started hitting shots, which is really one of the most important things for y'all. Really, won y'all the game last night.
That's
Last
facts. That's
game.
facts.
Um, Warriors, they got to get their role players more into it. Steph can't do everything. Clay got to do more. Poole got to do more. Everybody got to do more if they really want to pull this out. Um, yeah.
I mean, for me, it's interesting. Like the way the Celtics came starting off the season. I remember my man's MJ Champagne. You know what I'm saying? He was complaining about how the Celtics was just so playing so bad and everything, playing so not like a team. But like the more that the season progressed, and they became more of a team and more of a championship caliber team. And I think for me, the Celtics are more of an overall fundamentally sound team than the Warriors. That's me, my perspective. But I feel like the Celtics really, if they come together and play like how they're supposed to, they really could beat the Warriors. I'm not saying it could be a sweep, but I feel like it could be a 6 game series if they or maybe even a 5 game series if they play
Definitely.
the way they're supposed to play.
But I'm going to keep it real with y'all, bro. Looking at game one, the only reason why Steph Curry really put up 34, if you want to be 100, is strictly because of the fact that Boston had too many miscommunications early on. So Steph had about like 5 to 6 wide open shots in the first quarter. After that, once Ime made that adjustment, then it was just GG. Steph really couldn't. I mean, he was still giving some buckets here and there, but like he wasn't like streaking like that. How he was. We made all those shots harder on him. And
Hmm.
plus, the big man got to realize you can't run drop coverage on Steph Curry. He gonna make you pay for that every time. That's just too easy. That's a layup. So I feel like Boston, if they come out early on with that intensity on defense, then it's really gonna be tough. Because if you look at the Warriors, Draymond sucks on offense outside of playmaking. Kevon Looney's just a rebounder. The only reason why he killed
Yeah.
Dallas last year is because he was giving up 20 and 20 pretty much every game. So to me, I personally think like if Boston just do the little stuff that they got to do to clean up, like communication stuff like that, they could really control this series. If you ask me, I just think
Especially.
Golden State. I don't think Klay Thompson's the same
But
defender that he was.
you just mentioned exactly like where I was kind of getting at with Golden State. Like Steph can't do everything. Like it's they win this series. They to win this series, Andrew Wiggins has to do something. Like he has to
Jordan
really
Poole.
step up.
Jordan Poole
Jordan
do
Poole
too.
has to really step up. Curry, what what Boston is gonna do is they're gonna try to put multiple guys on Curry. They're always gonna be looking at Curry. all focus is on Curry. So everybody else has to step up. If they don't step up, that's serious, man. This is done in like 5. They have to.
Oh, it's definitely
You
over
they
in
have
5.
to. They have to get big games from Andrew Wiggins and Klay Thompson, Jordan Poole. They have to. If they don't, that's it.
So
So,
if you
so
ask,
question.
if go ahead,
So if what did the Warriors do that cost them the game in the final minutes of the game one? What was it the Warriors did that cost them that game? In y'all opinion?
what that cost them the game?
Yeah.
I mean, what really cost Golden State was them not stepping up. On top of that,
Exactly.
Boston shot 70% from three in the fourth quarter. No, 90% from three in the fourth quarter, and they shot like 57% from three from the whole game. So it's kind of like
So
you can't. They couldn't do nothing about that. Plus, like they weren't helping Steph out either.
so basically,
Okay.
so basically, it was literally Boston role players stepped up. Golden State role players didn't. That's literally
Pretty
what it
much.
was.
On top of that, I'm gonna keep it honest. Jason Tatum, he's not having a bad game like that again. I expect tonight Tatum putting up at least over 20.
Right, right, right. But you can also say that the Boston Celtics aren't shooting like that again, though.
Oh yeah,
That
nah,
is true.
they
Like
Ninety
that's
shouldn't.
percent from 90% in the fourth, or 50, over 57% the whole
like
game. That's
Yeah,
Al Horford probably isn't doing that again. Derek White, like these guys probably aren't doing that again. But they probably gonna give you something similar to that at least one, maybe two more times in this series. So
but if you
Golden
ask me, I
State,
trust Al Horford to hit his shots for Draymond and Andrew Wiggins.
I do too.
I
I do too.
mean, Andrew Wiggins is but 100, I get that, but like, bro, it's just
The one thing that we can know is that the Warriors are going to shoot you out the gym regardless, especially on a good night. And if they get hot, they're hot. That's one of the things about the Warriors that makes them so deadly. That they
But
they
they were
they
hot last
evolve the
night.
game.
They
They
were kind
were.
of hot last night. Boston
I
just
mean, it's
upped the intensity.
well. I feel like if I mean one of the things is also the Warriors offense is it could be very amazing, but if their defense, like how you said, the defense and their players don't step up, then that's gonna be an issue because the Celtics they have a lot of size and depth and physical that mental attitude of just grit and grind. That's one of the differences I feel like in the series too. It's really gonna come down to who really wants it more, but like I said, man, the Warriors they gotta figure it out.
I just think that I think Ime is the best coach in the series right now.
I
I
agree.
don't think
I agree.
I don't
I
think
agree with
Steve
that.
Kerr is the better coach. So I feel like really Boston got the coaching. They got the coaching. They obviously don't got the best player in the series, but
But they have the best
they got
duo.
they got the best duo in the series too. So I feel like the X factor to this series is gonna come down to two people: Marcus Smart on his offense and Jalen Brown just overall consistency. It's just gonna come down to those two things, if you ask me, for Boston to secure that championship.
Yeah.
And everybody on the team is stepping up. Like the way that they've been playing this whole series playoffs, it's been crazy to watch. I ain't gonna
Oh
lie.
yeah, Derek White had the last series against Miami. Derek White, when he had his kid, he ain't never looked back since.
I
A lot
mean,
of
but
people haven't
that's
really been talking about Derek White either.
but I mean that's what the Celtics need, bro. That's what a championship team needs. They have to have they role players have to hit their shots and adjustments have to be made, and that's exactly what the Celtics did. So that's why they're here.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
like
for sure.
how you said the Celtics coach is doing a really good job. There's been a couple times in the series where they went to game seven, but they still battled it out and ended up winning both times. It's really a sense that's it's impressive. It's impressive basketball to watch, man. And watching them play defense on the backcourt, Marcus Smart locking up on defense, becoming one of the first guards to win Defensive Player of the Year in a while like that, bro, it's crazy.
Says Gary Payton.
Hey,
Oh wait, somebody in the comments said, "Let me ask you something. If Tatum wins the chip, will his value as a player go up, and will
100%.
his be the toughest path for a player since Dirk?
Toughest. I don't know about toughest.
Since
Um,
Dirk?
toughest path.
Since Dirk? I mean,
Who he played?
I
Brooklyn.
don't think so
He
though.
played
I don't think they'll be a
Brooklyn.
tough.
He played. Who else he
he
played?
played Milwaukee.
Milwaukee.
He played Miami, a number
Right.
one seed, and he's playing Golden State right now.
Milwaukee was the hardest out of the three, man. I don't know, because
If-
what Brooklyn was giving them, that Brooklyn team wasn't what we thought it was. So I don't know if I could say that was the toughest for real.
But I mean, they had the best player. They probably arguably going into it had the two best players in the series though.
They did, but the team just wasn't what it was, man. What we thought it was before
So
it
let me
hit
ask
the
you something.
playoffs.
So Dirk played Portland in that first round. You think that Portland team better than the Nets team with Brandon Roy and a old banged up Greg Oden?
You're right, I guess.
And then
Yeah,
on top
all
of
right.
that, if you look at like the games Jason Tatum had, like I mean, he went
Yeah,
against Giannis. Giannis probably the
that was the toughest. That was the toughest one, and I messed with that series. That was yeah.
I think
That's what
Miami was tough too.
that's when the Milwaukee series is when Jason Tatum really jumped up boards for me. Like really got into my top 10 um right now.
Hmm.
Jumped into my top 10 right now. So that he proved himself a lot in that one, honestly.
Yeah, but I think if he wins this championship, I mean, he's already a top 10 player. But if
Yeah.
he
If he
wins, if
it'd be
how you
big if he
think what
wins this
happened if he win this
championship.
championship?
It, I mean, I don't think he'd get any higher than I have him right now. I mean, I just can't put him over like my top like 4 or 5 dudes right now. I
Where
don't
you have
think.
him at 5?
Let me see, Kawhi, KD, LeBron. He's about at 5 or 6.
5 or 6.
About 5 or 6.
Okay.
But
Would you take him over Luca? Because I know you a freaking Luca.
I'm not a Luca fan or anything. It's just Luca is crazy. Like you gotta remember, I'm a Clippers fan. Like I was watching this firsthand, bro. Like every game, I watched it multiple times. It was terrifying. Like when the ball hit Luca's hands, it was like, bro, yeah, he going to the free throw line. He gonna hit some crazy shot.
They make it the
He gonna
bucket.
do some crazy lay. He gonna do something. So it's Luca is like he's that dude. He's gonna be that guy, man. He is seriously. He's probably gonna be like number one, number two player in this league soon, bro. Like seriously.
Oh yeah, he got
Like
next.
Luca
Him,
is.
I think the three best
Whew.
players of this league is going to be Luca, Giannis, and Tatum.
Let's not forget about John Morant, man. Let's not forget about
No,
Ja.
Ja's not on their level
Ja
right now.
Ja Ja Ja's
Let me
gonna
explain
be
something to you like
Ja's
this
gonna
though.
be behind Trey, bro. I'm sorry. Ja's gonna be
Let me
He
say
behind
let me
is.
Trey.
say it like this though. Let me say it like this. The way this
What
man
Trey
was balling
did,
out,
he
the way
had
this man Ja was balling out in this series and the series prior before they lost against the Warriors, they could have beat them. Don't get it twisted. The Grizzlies have a great team, but the way Ja has been playing, I can't even lie. He playing so good that it makes me not want to like the man when he's playing against other teams. I don't like to watch this man go crazy like that against teams that I want him to lose to. But the man
it's
has been balling out, bro.
but you gotta remember, bro, Trey been doing it. This is like Trey's like what second year in a row
It's his
doing this.
second year.
He just last season, this man
Yeah,
made it to
yeah.
the conference finals, dog.
Conference
The
finals. And
conference
this year he
finals.
was
At
putting
what?
up
How old was he? Like 23?
he was 23, bro. This year he was putting up 28 and 9, bro.
Like, come on, bro. Trey is just once they find Trey's number two, whoever
Okay.
that is, whether it's Zach LaVine, whether it's Donovan Mitchell, whether it's some dude in the draft, whoever it is, bro, or whether Trey ends up leaving the Hawks, which I doubt happens. But whatever it is, bro, Trey is him. Trey is him, 100%.
I
Oh,
feel
for
like
sure.
I feel like on a standpoint though, who's more of an impact. I mean, we're kind of getting off the track, but I feel like in terms of the playoffs, like on the
Trey,
Chris Trey was going crazy.
Trey, he
But
Trey
made it to
Young
the
is better
conference
in the playoffs.
finals.
Ja
He
didn't
made it
even
to
have
the
a good
conference
first round.
finals as the number one guy.
Yeah.
And let's
Ja
not
didn't even Ja didn't even have a good first round.
like it.
honestly,
Yeah, bro.
If you ask me, Trey's first round was way harder too. He had to go against a whole number one seed Heat team.
And then who
true.
did Trey get knocked out by? Milwaukee?
No, he got Miami. Oh, you talking about last year?
Yeah,
Yeah, he
last
got
year.
knocked out by
Milwaukee?
Milwaukee, the
I
defending
mean,
champs.
bro. And didn't he get a game on them too?
Yeah.
Like, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Trey.
I
Oh,
feel
for
like I
Straight
don't
sure.
know.
up,
I feel
bro.
like I feel like when it comes to altering games, John Morant can bring the full ground
Look
put
at
on
these,
stats.
bro.
Truly.
Like what? Are you serious right now?
Yeah, bro. Trey is
Trey did
yikes, bro.
this despite not having another shot creator. And you go look at John
Imagine
Morant.
imagine Trey with like a legit number two. Like a
Legit.
legit number two.
27, 6, 7. And Ja didn't even play that many games either. He only played 57.
Mm. I don't know. When we look at the stats, and me watching the actual playoffs, it was just one thing to watch him in the playoffs. It was just crazy the way he could change a game, the way he could change. It's something you can't do in the stat line. And
No,
when I was watching him, it was just crazy to watch him play.
when I seen him go against Patrick Beverly, I was like, nah, bro. Patrick Beverly was oof in that first series where he went against Timberwolves.
Yeah.
That man
Mm-hmm.
Patrick Beverly was D'ing up on that man, Ja. It was kind of bad. I'm not gonna lie.
But back to broke question though. I feel like Jason Tatum, him winning the championship, this will. I mean, I'm a Duke fan. I'm a Duke, so you
I
already know how it
forgot
goes
you
for
was a
Duke.
Duke fan.
You already know how it is for Duke. You know what
So
I'm
you
saying?
got to
So
be
it's a
biased.
All
it's
right.
a role. I'm biased in a way because he a Celtics fan. I don't like this man right now, so it's like, but I kind of want them to win because Duke Nation. But it's like I want if Tatum wins this year, bro. It's going to only increase his legacy. And as a young player, I ain't gonna lie. People are
At
already talking about he better than
24, bro. At
people are already talking about
24.
people talking about already he already probably not yet, but as of how the year went prior, he was already better than Kevin Durant in terms of how this year went. And so it's like if you think about it, the way been out playing, he been out playing Kevin Durant this whole like the whole playoffs, everything. And if he wins the championship, that he's only 24, bro. His
Oh,
ceiling
no.
is
I
going
definitely
to
think
go.
if he
What
gets this chip, he's on Kevin Durant's heels. I don't think he's
uh
passing KD. I don't
I ain't
think
say
he's
no,
even
not
passing
passing.
Kawhi or anything like that, but I definitely think he ain't that far from the conversation if you talking about
No,
like
he's not
best
far at all.
players.
He'll be right there on the hills.
Like we know all time KD and Kyrie. I mean KD and Kawhi is not a conversation, but
oh yeah,
I mean
obviously,
if you
but it's a year to year thing, so it's yeah.
yeah, like if you ask me like to dethrone those two, I think Jason Tatum's right there. He's
But he
knocking
has
on the
to get
door.
the chip.
Yeah, at least
He
knocking
has to
on the
get a
door.
chip.
It's really gonna depend on what happens next season for me to be like, okay, Jason Tatum
No,
is
no, yeah. I think next season will determine if Tatum's over those two though. If he wins
Oh
this
yeah,
chip too.
100%. He has
I
to
think
prove
next
again next
season
year, 100%.
he'll just prove like, okay. Because think of it like this. What 24-year-old outside of maybe Kobe, but obviously he had Shaq. What 24-year-old went to like 4 conference finals pretty much, NBA finals, and got a win on the Golden State Warriors
And them being known as the historically
with
great
the
team of the
toughest
past
path
5
too,
years.
arguably since Dirk Nowitzki.
right.
I mean, I'm just saying.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Uh, I don't really think it matters all that much if Jason Tatum wins his championship. I think it's more of how he plays in these
Oh no,
finals.
I agree. I agree. I think he got
For
to
me
play good
personally,
to order to have that conversation. He got to play
like
good.
if he's going off, bro, like
But we know he can
yeah,
go off.
yeah.
We know Tatum can go off.
But no,
He's
if he
proven it
sticks
multiple
up the
times.
joint, but no, I see what Colin's saying. If he sticks up the joint in the finals, but then
If
they still win the chip, then that's kind of like that's not because of Tatum
if
though.
right,
If he plays bad,
if he has a game or two of what he had in game one, bro.
then nah, then I'll pump the brakes on that.
Uh
I'll pump the brakes. I still think he top 10, but I'll
oh
pump
yeah,
the brakes.
yeah. He
I'll pump
showed
the
me
brakes.
enough in the Milwaukee series for me to be like, okay. He showed me enough these playoffs for me to be like, okay, you top 10.
Yeah. So I think like yeah, that's a good question. I think
But
it'll
yeah.
just have to come down to you know.
Hey, bro, you know I have to bring up my Clippers somehow, bro.
I want to talk about them too.
This this Celtics team, it's a lot like last playoffs
Mm-hmm.
Clippers team. Just how long they are, how well they're able to defend, and just how the coaching. It really reminds me of last year's Clippers team, bro. For real.
Mm.
The only thing
Yeah.
is they got their number one player, bro. So they probably gonna win this thing, honestly. But
Cool.
the Celtics, they got their number
Hopefully,
one
man.
guy. They healthy, so
I think the Clippers
Like
coming out the West next year. That's my early pick. Y'all could clip it, do whatever y'all got to do. That's my early pick, though. I think the Clippers come out the West next year.
Oh, of
Why
course,
you feel that
bro.
way?
Of
And depending
course.
on I feel like depending on what Boston does in the offseason, I think it'll be Boston and Milwaukee in the Eastern Conference Finals
Uh,
next year.
it really depends on how the offseason goes because the way it's looking, or the way at least I'm thinking, it could be many different teams could look pretty different
Yeah, the
next
Bulls.
season. So it's
Bulls, but then again, Zach LaVine.
multiple
Honestly, yeah,
guys
I
could
think
be
the
moving,
East.
man. Rudy
I
Gobert could
think
be
the East got
moving.
a lot of questions
Donovan
though.
Mitchell can be moving. Jack Levine could be
Yeah,
moving. Guys could really be moving. So it's just Harden could be moving. Kyrie could be moving. And if
buddy in the
Kyrie
chat.
moved, then what's happening with KD? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's a lot.
Buddy in the chat said if the Clippers don't win next year, clean house.
It depends, bro. It depends.
It depends how y'all lose.
It depends on how they lose because look at how every time they've lost, right? First time a freaking bubble happened, bro. A bubble, and that it affected different teams differently, right? Um, Clippers pretty badly apparently. Then injuries happen, and then it was just they never really if they're healthy and they can really they yeah if they're healthy and together they'd be fine.
Yeah. All right. It's just health, bro. I want the Clippers to succeed, bro. They like to me they're like the Celtics of the West. They similar built too. So it's like I really want them to succeed. It's
And
just health,
they have everything to succeed, bro. Honestly,
literally.
they have the coaching. They have the best player, arguably the best player in the league. Have
Hmm.
arguably the best duo in the league, right? Great
They
defensive
got
team.
depth. They got really nice
They
depth.
very versatile,
Yeah.
and you have one of the they have very playoff friendly role players. So they have everything you want. So it's
Yeah.
just all it has
Norman
been
Powell,
this
Robert
whole
Covington.
right. All it has been this entire time is health and just things ending up being weird or not working like the bubble.
Yeah. So Javon, what you think? You think your Bulls finna come out the East?
Man, if my Bulls don't get no big man, I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna be sick. Cause the way I feel about the Bulls, man, is after watching the playoffs, bro. It's like the Bulls have potential. The Bulls are a great team, but the Bulls, what they need is like they could be good. They could be okay teams, but they can't be good teams. But they're a good team itself. So I feel like
Mm-hmm.
the Bulls need to pick up. I, I feel like the Bulls need to pick up a big man, a solid big man, and we have to obviously keep Io, because he's a great. I feel like he's a great pick, a great pickup, and obviously a hometown kid. But we need some bench players, some solid bench players, and somebody to actually grab rebounds and help us on our defensive scheme. Now, people say that our coaching staff is okay. I mean, I feel like it's okay, but I feel like I don't know. I'm gonna give Bro one more year on his coaching, but I feel like we need better coaching, and I feel like we need a bigger man, a bigger center, somebody to grab rebounds and to be a scare on the defensive end to grab rebounds and push the ball up forward because we have runners. We got Zach LaVine, we got DeMar DeRozan. And with DeMar DeRozan, I feel like he's a good player. Don't get it twisted. But to me
Mm-hmm.
personally, I feel like he kind of ruins the plays for the Bulls. Yeah, he could drop 50, he could drop 40, but is it winning basketball? Sometimes it's like he could drop 40 points, but we lose the game. So we'll be up by 15 points by the fourth quarter. We only win by 3 points, or
That's true.
we'll lose the lead in the fourth quarter and then we'll get it back, and then we'll just barely beat a good team.
All right. Hey, look. Uh, the game about to tip off right now. But after the game, if y'all want, y'all should come back. You know what I'm saying? I want y'all to come back. And then we was gonna do like I got some tier lists lined up, other like topics to talk about. But if y'all done to come back.
Oh, that's the bet. You finna be on the OTP or not?
Yeah, if you want to, yeah. The game about to come out. They literally about to tip off right now.
All right, bet. All right,
All right,
Colin,
man.
you coming back? You wanna come back?
I'm gonna try, bro. Hopefully.
sure.
You ain't doing nothing, bro. But nah,
All right,
yeah,
man. If you
come
want,
back. We got more Chris coming on too.
Chris.
Oh, we got a lot
Oh,
of people coming
okay.
on later on today.
Yeah, Chris coming on. I got I think Kenny and Jay finna come on. It's gonna be a decent amount of people coming
Oh,
on.
okay. Yeah. I definitely want to come on.
Oh, look,
Hopefully.
And
now
we
you
got
know.
now I got some tier lists and shit lined up, bro. Like,
Nah. All right.
all right, man. Hey, if
I'll
y'all new
try.
sub up, you know what I'm saying? I'll catch y'all after the game. We're gonna do another stream, a post game show / more stuff. So yeah, stay tuned. All right, y'all.